Look at the age. Business shakedown's the headline. 3.8 billion for mental health. Levy hits big firms. Surplus tip by 2023. Bosses rail against kick in the guts. That's the headline. More than 9,000 Victorian businesses will be hit with a new tax to help the state government deliver a multi-billion-dollar boost to mental health, described by Treasurer Tim Pallas as generational reform. Businesses with more than 10 million in wages nationally will face a 0.5% levy from 2022, which is expected to raise more than $800 million a year over the next 4 years. Oh, the irony, Christy McSweeney, oh, the irony. Here they are, taxing businesses that have gone broke because of their terrible, slack, haphazard way in which they handle the hotel quarantine matter. And then, of course, the 100-day or more than 100-day lockdown. I mean, I find it ironic that they're taxing the very businesses that are on the brink to pump up mental health when they were the ones that imposed the mental health dramas in that particular state.
Well, I'm glad you said it, Gleeson, because I was locked in my house and I, along with every other Victorian who was unnecessarily locked in their home, who unnecessarily lost their job, who unnecessarily defaulted on their mortgage and who unnecessarily had to close their small business. Most of us are still suffering PTSD of some type. Every time we hear a border closes, there is significant community morale that disintegrates. And as I said, you know, the CBD of Melbourne is still not pumping. People are still not coming back to work because they don't want to. That longest lockdown in the world that we had has changed the habits of so many people that it's going to be now really, really hard to make the switch back into offices and support those businesses that are hanging on for dear life. And as we say, if they are still hanging on, they're being taxed, and the Victorian government is treating them like an additional industrial relations benefit by stealth to provide mental health services. Now, of course, they seceded their IR powers to the Commonwealth in 1996, I think. So they don't have any power to put additional benefits onto employers. And this is a way that they can satisfy their union mates and also make revenue out of business.